This is Michiana's breaking news and weather station. MNC. On News Talk 95.3, 101.9 FM, and 1340 AM, your MNC Nation stations.
Good morning. It is Friday, September the 27th, 2024. I'm John Zimney in the MNC News Center. Good to be with you here as we kick off the weekend with the news continuing and our top local stories. On Michiana's Morning News, the United States Courts of Appeal for the 7th Circuit will hear oral arguments today in the case of Donald Nicodemus versus the city of South Bend.
The case challenges Indiana's 25-foot encroachment law on the basis that it violates Hoosiers' First Amendment right to observe and record the police. Nicodemus is a citizen journalist who lives in South Bend and monitors the activity of public safety personnel. South Bend police enforced the new law against Nicodemus to prevent him from getting close enough to observe and record their activities. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
News at 5 o'clock, powered by Burkholder Buildings and Supply. If it can be built in an office, a farm, or anywhere else, Burkholder is the highest quality for any need. Burkholder Buildings and Supply can help. Call today. South Bend police are searching for a man wanted for a shooting that took place on Monday night. A woman was found injured in the 2200 block of South Michigan Street. Now, 29-year-old Tronell Morgan faces multiple counts, including battery with a deadly weapon. He's considered armed and dangerous. Anybody who knows where he is asked to call 911 or submit a tip to Michiana Crime Stoppers. Indiana State Police are urging you to be aware of an email extortion scam that's been happening for the past couple of months.
Investigators say scammers, quote, have a lot of personal information that they'll use to confirm what that person knows is real. They'll tell potential victims that they've installed Pegasus spyware on their phones and will then try to extort money from them. But Perrine says this type of software is not currently used in the private market. So if you get one of these messages, know that it's a scam. Derek Decker, MNC News.
The city of Buchanan's now entered into a new deal with Southwest Michigan Community Ambulance Services. City Commission voted unanimously this week to opt into a special assessment district for EMS services. It would apply for most properties in the city, including apartments and mobile homes. On October 30th, the city will seek to finalize the deal and work to come up with a fee. That tax would go into effect this winter for residents. Now, checking more political news this morning, the withdrawal of troops in Afghanistan back in 2021 still angers Republicans who are not happy with Secretary of State Antony Blinken.
One of those Republicans is Indiana Congressman Jim Baird from the Hoosier State's 4th Congressional District. As part of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Baird said Blinken should be held in contempt.
Instead of providing the committee and our Gold Star families answers, Secretary Blinken is hiding in the United Nations General Assembly in New York.
Both Blinken and the State Department, though, say Republicans on the committee are purposely setting up hearings on days they know Blinken can't be there. 13 troops died in that attack, including Marine Corps Corporal Humberto Sanchez from Logansport, Indiana. John Herrick, Network Indiana.
And an area of wetlands is the center of a preservation effort in Berrien County's Chickaming Township.
Save Lakeside Woods is looking to preserve 16 acres of property that had been targeted for development off Lakeside Road between Red Arrow Highway and Warren Woods Road. WSJM reports that a developer had purchased the land and was starting to develop it for vacation homes when the community said they didn't like the plans, and Save Lakeside Woods was born. Arrangements have been made to donate the land to a local land conservancy, who will protect the lands from development. $1.3 million is needed for that effort. Victor Garcia, MNC News.
Students can now apply for free to more than 30 different Indiana colleges and universities this week.
Participating Indiana colleges and universities will waive their application fees until September 27th. But the Indiana Commission for Higher Education said many schools can still waive those fees after this week for students experiencing financial difficulty. The goal of National College Application Week is to encourage more students to apply before early application deadlines. That gives them a greater chance of receiving financial aid from the schools they're accepted to. Some other schools that are participating do not require application fees for some types of applications, but do require fees for graduate and international students. Wes Woodward, Network Indiana.
And another Michigan library is now dealing with bugs.
The Oak Park Public Library in suburban Detroit temporarily closed for a day of scrubbing after bed bugs were found in 2 chairs in the computer area. Pest control experts and canine detection confirmed bed bugs in the upholstery of 2 chairs that were immediately removed from the building once library staff found the insects. The experts say they did not find evidence of other bugs, but the library decided to deep clean the building anyway. This comes after nearby Royal Oak Public Library shut down for a day and a half this week over a cockroach that crawled out of an overnight returned DVD case. Monica DeLuca, Fox News.
Gross. Sorry if you're eating breakfast already. Survivors of sexual assault are hoping to see a bill passed to give them more time to pursue charges against their attackers.
Right now, rape victims have 5 years to press charges against the person who assaulted them. Beth White, an advocate for sexual assault victims, tells Wish TV that's not enough time.
Survivors need more time. The healing process for someone who's been the victim of this terrible crime can take years.
On top of that, she says sometimes victims are ready to come forward, but their case is not taken seriously or caught up in legal red tape. She's urging state lawmakers to pass a new sexual assault survivor Bill of Rights next year. Kirk Darling, Network Indiana.
A 74-year-old woman died after she was hit by a car. This happened on Monday night. According to Benton Township Police, the woman was crossing the street at East Napier and Milton Avenue when she was struck. The woman was taken to the hospital but died shortly after. The driver, a 68-year-old from Benton Harbor, is cooperating with the investigation. Well, the trial for a former track and field coach accused of sexual assault is underway in northern Indiana.
Nicholas Johnson used to be the head track coach at Huntington University. He's now charged with sexual battery. A female athlete came forward with accusations that he assaulted her in July of 2020. He was also caught up in a federal case in which other athletes accused him of assault, but that case was dismissed. Johnson, who also was said to have run a doping program for female runners at Huntington. Morgan Hopkins, MNC News.
New this morning on MNC, a scam involving fake Purdue football tickets is prompting warnings from police.
Scammers pose as students on the GroupMe app, selling tickets and requesting buyers' photos and student IDs, which they then use to target additional victims. Payments are often made through apps like Venmo or Apple Pay. Police advise against online transactions with unknown individuals and recommend purchasing tickets through SeatGeek, Purdue Athletics' official partner for secondary tickets. To report ticket-related fraud, contact the police. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
New today on MNC, Indiana-Michigan power crews are heading south to help restore power in the wake of Hurricane Helene. I&M is sending 180 workers and contractors, along with nearly 40 vehicles, to assist Georgia Power. Line workers, fleet technicians, and safety support staff will work 16-hour days to get the electricity back up. In Florida, more than 1.5 million people are currently without. And new this morning on MNC, developers looking to build vacation rentals on 30 acres along lake property in Benton Township.
B&Z Excavating is planning to begin work soon on 25 rental cabins at the rural property. WSJM reports that the Township Board of Trustees considered an amendment to the special land use permit for 4545 Territorial Road to allow for the building of some model cabins. The models are compliant with current zoning. The development will likely be called Sandblocks Resort in honor of the lot's history as a sand pit and block factory. Tommy Lee, MNC News.
Get your pick of the very best seats by reserving your Noise tickets now. It's happening on Saturday, October 26th at the Lerner. Our special guest this year is Rob Schmidt. He's host of Rob Schmidt Tonight on Newsmax. Tickets are available at thelerner.com, the Lerner box office, or by texting Noise to 45364. Presented to you by Wilson and Kinsman and 95.3 MNC.
Mostly cloudy skies, breezy and warm today. We're going to end up around 76 degrees. That wind will continue to pick up, and our chances of rain will increase as we head into the afternoon and evening. This evening, scattered rain showers. We continue that overnight. We drop down to 62, and mostly cloudy tomorrow. Scattered showers, high temperatures at 76. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
A reminder, you can get the top local news straight to your email twice each day for free. To get signed up, go to 953mnc.com, click where it says On Demand. Coming up next, top trading stories. We'll also check out your 5-day forecast. MNC News Time, 5:13.
Podcasts by Federated Media.